Good morning, students. Hope you will be fine at your respective places. Last time we were discussing this process of translation, and we have studied that this whole process it can be completed into various phases. Stages are the first we have studied the stage that is the activation of amino acids. Second stage, what we have said that it is what we call as the transfer of amino acids to the tRNA, and third step which we have studied called that is the protein synthesis, and we have discussed that this protein synthesis it can be understood into three in different stages. First one, assembly of ribosomal subunits. Second one जो हमने कहा attachment of mRNA, and थर्ड जो अब इसमें आता है, थर्ड स्टेप जो अब इसमें आता है, व्हाट इज दैट? दैट इज सिंपली, अगर हम यहां पर लिखेंगे वी वर डिस्कसिंग द थर्ड जो हमने पढ़ा, दैट इज दिस प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस, and it is third step which we are going to discuss, that is the polypeptide synthesis, which is actually the protein synthesis. Now in this protein synthesis what we have understood that the two subunits of the ribosomes they have assembled, and now this ribosome it is a it is a complete structure. On the smaller units mRNA is attached like this. If we draw the diagram, it is the smaller subunit, it is the smaller subunit, and it is the bigger subunit like this. On the smaller subunit what we will see, mRNA is attached. For example, it is the mRNA, it is the mRNA, and on the bigger subunits we have got different codes. And what are those codes? They are site A, we have got different sites, that is A, then we have got the P, and then we have got the E. These are these codes, these sites. And what we have studied, जो first code होता है, it always comes at site P. First code, and that first code is AUG. It always comes at site P. All other codes for different amino acids they are read at site A. They are read at site A. All the other codes जो different codes है, बाकी codes है for different amino acids, वो वहां पर वो कहां पर पढ़े जाते हैं, where from they can be read out, they can be read at site A, except this AUG, because this is the start codon. And this first code की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, it is read by tRNA. By tRNA. Let us draw the diagram. If this is the transfer RNA here, and there what we'll see is a tRNA. So what I said that the first code जो है, it is read by this tRNA, and that tRNA is going to bring fMeth. This fMeth containing tRNA can come and bind at this. It has got this amino acid, this site, and that site is fMeth. METH. So what we will see, we will draw this here. So what we will see, this fMeth containing this tRNA, it can come and it bind at site P, because anticodons actually read this code at site P. So what we will see, this code, it will come here. First loop, this is the second loop, this is the third loop, and this is what we will see here. We have got this site, amino site, that is the F math, we call it as the AA1. अब this site, this site, that is this, what we call as this, the first code is read by the tRNA, and the tRNA is going to bind this F math. This F math containing tRNA जो मैंने ये बनाया can come and bind at site P, because whatever we will see the codon, they are जो हैं to, in order to read this, they are present at site P. tRNA वो यहाँ पर आता है, it comes here, and tRNA having this first, we call it as the amino acid first. Now अब जो बाकी जो tRNAs हैं, अब जो the site, this site A, which is going to that site where all the codes for other amino acids, this A, यहां पर अब वो वाले amino acids आ जाएंगे, इसके साथ अटैच हो जाएंगे, where all the codes for other amino acids are there. So tRNA are going to come here, and this site is still open है, ये open है. So we will see, अब जो दूसरा amino acid आ जाएगा, it will come here and it will bind here. So if we draw the diagram one more, like this, loop first, loop second, loop third, and this is the amino acid. So we will call this amino acid as amino acid second, AA2. So it comes at TA, and son, we will see that this has got, this is the F math, and we call this as the amino acid A. At the beginning, what we will see, two tRNAs having their respective amino acids have come and attached on this assembly. Rakhaya, the first tRNA which had read the code for AUG for F math can come and bind at site P. The other tRNA which read the code, they read the code at site A and can come and bind at site A. So what we will see now, इसके बाद हम कहता है, क्या कहा जाता है कि that this mRNA, it moves on this, what ribosome, it moves on this mRNA. So what happens if this is the what we call as this mRNA, and this is the ribosome, this my hand, it will slide like this. That is the one situation, that is one bit different. Now if this is the mRNA, this is the ribosome, in the initial stage it was there, in the second stage it was there, in the third stage it was there, and so on. So this ribosome, what we will see, it changes its position on this mRNA, or it slides on this mRNA. This whole process जो क्या है, इसको क्या कहते हैं, this whole process is called as translocation. The whole process is called as translocation. Now, what do you mean by the translocation? Translocation simply means the shift of ribosomes along with mRNA. The shift of ribosomes along mRNA is called as translocation, or we can simply call it that the movement of ribosomes on mRNA is called as translocation. एक मूवमेंट हुई इस तरह, लेकिन दूसरे पहले यहाँ पर था राइबोसोम. If my hand, this fist, it is the ribosome. This is the mRNA. If this was first at this site, then it comes to this site, then this comes to this site. So this is called as translocation. After it has moved, this ribosome has moved. How does it look? Let us draw the diagram where we would see the shift of ribosomes on the mRNA. So what will be the diagram? We will draw another diagram. Smaller subunit, and this is the bigger subunit. Now this is the mRNA, like this. This is the mRNA. What are the codes? This is the code A, this is the B, and this is the E. Now what we will see, the code which first was here, now it has come here. Now it has come here at this exit. Since we know E is the site for this exit, so this tRNA which has got this F meth, it has to exit. It has to exit. So what we will see before actually taking this place, what we will see before actually taking place, this amino acid and this amino acid, they join together by means of the bond which is called as the polypeptide bond, which is called as the polypeptide bond. Now what we will see, this one, we'll draw another diagram. This is the mRNA. Now I will draw another diagram. This is the tRNA. This, now when it has slided, when this ribose slided, this tRNA, it has come on this side, E side, from where it has to exit. ये exit हो जाता है. Before this exit, this forms this bond with this F meth. It forms the bond, that is the peptide bond with this amino acid first. Now this comes here. So now here we will see what we will see, this is the amino acid binding site. This is AA1. Now here comes another one which take, because now it is still open. So one amino acid comes there, one more, this what we call the tRNA. So what we will see, it has got one more amino acid here, AA2. Let it be AA2. So what we will see now, when it has slided there, when it is moving, it comes there, and now it goes exit, it comes here. Then comes another amino acid, a tRNA with another amino acids, and this comes another codes which read this amino acid, then another which contains the codes which read another this, and there are some and this which read this amino acid. But all these amino acids before exiting, they form the peptide bonds. Now a situation will come, एक situation ऐसी भी आती है, when this, what we will see, a situation will come, एक situation ऐसी भी आती है, what we will see, this is the ribosome, this is the smaller subunit, and this is the bigger subunit. This is the mRNA on which it is moving. This is sliding rather. Is this right? Now what we will see, a stage will come, एक stage ऐसा हो जाता है that this peptide chain जो बन जाती है, it terminates, and it terminates by means of what we will see, a stop codon, by means of a stop codon, and that stop codon is UAG. After this, what we will see, these are stop signals, rather stop codon, which stops this amino acids, yeah, which terminates this polypeptide chain, and that is signaled by what we call, we have got mainly three triplets. We have got mainly three terminal triplets, mainly three terminal triplets, which stops, which terminates this peptide chain in the mRNA. These codons are UAG. Then we have got second one, UAA. Then we have got UGA. This UAG, it is also called as amber, AMBER. This UAA, it is also called as ochre, ochre, and this UGA, it is also called as opal. These are also called, what we call as, these three, they are also called as stop signals. Stop signal. At the time of these, what we will see, termination, जो these terminal जो हमारे पास है, terminal codons, they immediately follows the last amino acid codon. After this, जो polypeptide chain जो होती है, या tRNA होता है या mRNA, they are released, and subunits of these ribosomes, they get dissociated. This transfer RNA, it exits from this site E, mRNA, it gets released. These two subunits, there's a smaller subunit and the larger subunit, they also get what we call as dissociates. They get dissociated. Now termination जो होती है also requires the activities of three releasing factors. Three releasing factors are termination factors, which are called as R1, R2, and RS. They are called as R1, R2, and RS. So we have discussed all this, that is the peptide synthesis. First we have discussed in this, what we have studied, that activation of the what we call activation of these amino acids. Second one, there is the attachment, yeah, transfer of amino acids to the tRNA. Third, we have studied the protein synthesis, and we have discussed it into three subunits. First one, assembly of these ribosomal subunits. Second one, attachment of the mRNA. Third, this is the peptide, polypeptide synthesis. And what we will see, we have write this in this lot, we have got the three sites A, P, and E. And here A, what we will see, takes place the attachment of amino acids. P, polypeptide bond takes place. E is the site of exit. Whatever we will see, first code, that is the AUG, it always comes at site P. बाकी जो कोड होते हैं, they come for the amino acids, they are read at site A except AUG. Now this transfer RNA इसके साथ attach हो जाता है F-meth, and it comes here, and then इसके बाद अब हमारे पास A भी open होता है, ये भी खाली होता है. Another amino acid comes here. Now this ribosomes, it slides, it moves on this mRNA like this. First it was here, then here, then here, then here. So when it moves here, the subunits अगर हम देखते हैं, when it moves here, it comes here, from this it exits. Now here comes another amino, this transfer RNA. When it slides, when it moves on the mRNA, second one, it comes here. Before going this, there takes place this, the polypeptide bond takes place between these amino acids, and it moves on until this, what we call the three triplets are there, which are called as stop signals. They stop this polypeptide formation chain rather. These are UAG, UAA, and UG. A. And what we have studied, that termination, it also what we'll see requires the activities of the three termination, or what we called as these releasing factors, which are called as R1, R2, or S. So when these polypeptide chains are formed, ultimately what we will see, this ribosome, this protein synthesis takes place. This was all about this ट्रांसलेशन जो हो जाती है. Now in the second, we will in second topic which we will study tomorrow, that is called as the protein translocation. Until then, goodbye, God bless you, thanks.